Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Nick Tan Chats. My name is Nick Tan, and on today's episode I'll be chatting with you guys about Crazy Sam's Coin by Sam Huang, released by Hanson Chien Productions. So hi again guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for showing up, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for spending some time with me today. So on today's episode, I won't be chatting with you guys about a mentalism release. This is going to be for a set of coins. Okay, this is actually called Crazy Sam's Coin that is put out by Sam Huang. And it's something that is released by Hanson Chien Productions. This is a set of coins, well, they are kind of replica Morgans, okay, with which you can quite effectively perform kind of stand-up coin magic, right? You know, visual coin stuff that is performed usually at chest height. You know, routines such as, you know, hanging coins, three fly, that kind of a, you know, routine. While I am primarily now a stage mentalist, you know, if you've watched my videos or you follow me on social media, you know I do perform exclusively now as a stage mentalist. However, I remember that, you know, in my roots, right, in magic, I was a huge Gary Kurtz fan. You know, I still am today. And in the 90s, actually, I was basically a Gary Kurtz clone. So if you are a Gary Kurtz fan, you know, routines such as Furious, Misty Like a Dream, Full Frontal Assault, right? Those were the kinds of routines that I really loved performing back then. So, you know, I do have quite a bit of background, I think, foundation in this kind of stand-up coin magic. And so when Hanson told me he was going to send me a set of these coins, I was, you know, quite excited to receive them, just to, you know, have a look at the coins and to learn the routines as well. So let's talk about what you receive with this package, all right? So Crazy Sam's Coin comes to you in this box, all right, a hard shell box. And inside the box, obviously, there will be the link to the tutorial video, all right? So the tutorial video is quite comprehensive, you know, well shot, and Sam will go through everything you need to know about the coins. You know, he'll explain to you the makeup of the coins themselves, the handlings, the various concealments, productions, the slides that are required as well. And he will also take you through a couple of routines that you can perform with this set of coins, right? There is a routine where I think you would have seen this routine on the trailer where, you know, there are 3 coins on the table, and you remove one, it vanishes, it reappears back on the table. You remove another, it vanishes again, and, you know, it joins the coins there. All 3 are back, and then all 3 vanish and they all reappear in your pocket. There is also a very quick 3-coin production and vanish, and there is also a super high-speed 3-fly sequence as well that you can perform. Okay, so he will cover all these routines, and also he will talk a little bit about how to repair the coins. Okay, if you do kind of drop them, all right, and you'll understand why when I explain what the coins are. Along with the box and the tutorial video, you will also receive this velvet pouch. Now, this velvet pouch is actually hiding inside the box, all right? So when you open the box, the coins will sit inside this circular cutout, but remove the sponge cover, okay? Because the box, or rather the pouch, is actually hiding inside this little secret compartment, okay? So don't just take the coins out and throw the box away, all right, because it still contains the velvet pouch. Okay, so do you know, look for that as well if you do pick this up. Okay, so let's talk about the coins at this point. All right, so again, the pouch is here, and you'll receive the coins. Okay, so let's talk about the coins right now. These are what the coins look like. Okay, I hope that focuses. These are actually replica Morgans. Okay, but they are actually made of stainless steel. Okay, stainless steel coins, which means, of course, they won't tarnish, and they do have quite a, you know, bright shine as well, right? If you catch the light really well. So you will receive a total of 3 of these coins. Okay, 3 regular coins, and of course this, which is the star of the set, I suppose. Now I won't kind of verbally spell out what this is, but once I show you what it can do, I suppose, then I think you will understand exactly what this is all about. All right, so you get this 3 regular coins, and then these 2, well, turtles, okay, and they are actually, well, nesting, okay, yep, and they will work with any of the three regular coins, okay, so these two, along with these three coins, and that is the entire set that you'll receive with Crazy Sam's coin. So when I first received these coins, obviously my first kind of inclination is to have a look and compare them to real Morgans, right? So this is actually a set that I've not opened for a long time. These used to be my pride and joy, these coins. So if you have Morgans, these are what they look like. Okay, they've got that classic silver kind of very matte kind of glow to them, right? And if you compare them to the Crazy Sam's coin, I think you can already immediately see the difference, right? This one has got a more, well, natural look, I suppose, and this has got a very kind of, I don't know what you call this, modern kind of, high gloss, reflective kind of a finish, right? They are actually exactly the same size. Well, I think Sam's coins are just a hair tinier, but I think the difference is negligible. And yeah, I mean, side by side, I mean, to lay people, while we as magicians, if we look at this, we'll know that this isn't a real coin, right? But to lay people, especially in where I am, right, in my country, I think that there won't be a difference, if I were to perform with a real Morgan as opposed to this replica stainless steel version. And I suppose the set of turtles, okay, along with any of the regular coins, right? This set over here would be exactly the same as this, all right, which is basically the Todd Larson, what do you call this? Triple threat. Yes, that's right. The triple threat set, okay, from Todd Larson. Again, this was, well, it used to be really my one of my most prized possessions at one point in time. But yes, the Todd Larson set, all right. Well, this is exactly the same makeup, except that, well, it's not magnetic. Okay, if that makes sense to you. If you have the Todd Larson set, you will know what I mean. But yes, the makeup is exactly the same, and they will work with any of the three regular coins that you receive. So having worked with Morgans for years, right, I think, we're kind of used to the sound that Morgans make, and these sound different, they feel slightly different as well, but I must say that they do handle well. Okay, they do handle well, and they do look, quite nice as well, I think. If you hold them up, close to the light, you can see that they really do pop. If you're doing any of these, kinds of moves and stuff, they really do pop, right, against the light. So that's the set of coins, I think, they look great, they handle really well as well. The only thing I will say about this project is that the routines are not easy. Okay, they will take quite a bit of work, especially some of the moves, right, the concealments and the productions that Sam goes through with you. When I was going through the video, I thought it just looked amazing, and I was kind of suspicious, that upon trying out the routines, that they really just kind of fit his hands alone, especially the concealment, right? But I think you can get it down, to a certain degree, all right? And in terms of angles, it will be a little bit angly. I think you do need to kind of gauge your the vantage point of your audience members in order to pull off some of these moves. But if you're a little bit more conservative with your hand positions, you can get away with better angles, I think. And these are the kinds of moves that even if I could get down, if I were to work on them, if I were to be able to get them down one day, I might not be able to dare perform them live in front of a live audience, right? For fear of just messing up, right? For example, right? If you were to do this kind of move that he teaches, okay, so that was a good take, but if I were to do it live in front of a spectator, I might just do the classic kind of a production, right? So the moves will take work. They are simple, in concept, right? When he kind of describes them to you and he shows it to you, you look at the video and you're like, all right, I can do that. And then when you try it, you realize how difficult it is, right? So it will take work, but it's highly visual, and if you can get the moves down, I think you have a really, visual coin arsenal to perform stand-up. Also, just a point to note, in playing with these coins, I noticed that because of some of the concealments that I'm used to using, right, used to performing, because of how, reflective they are, right? If you were to use any of the kind of, palm up, Ramsey kind of concealments, right, shall we call it that, you do need to be wary, of lighting as well, right, backlighting, because it can kind of reflect and show like on your clothes or on your face, right? Especially if you're doing these kinds of gestures, all right, during the course of your routine. Okay, so not a big point, but I thought I just point that out to you guys. But all in, I think replica coins have come a long way. I think they look great, right? This set really, really looks nice, and I would actually use this set. I have no worries about using this set at all if I were to perform any of the routines that I used to perform, right? The one thing is like a bit of a complaint from me is that I wished that, they included one more regular coin, all right? Because, it's just nice to have a set of 4 coins, and you already have the turtles, with the set of 4 coins and with the baby turtle, you can, at least do other kinds of routines, like coins across stuff, or, tabletop matrix, shadow coins kind of sequences as well, So would have been nice, if they included an additional regular coin. But yeah, I think because of what the set was intended for, performing, stand-up routines, then I think, yeah, I can understand why they provided 3. So really quickly, I thought I'd just throw in a quick performance of one of the routines that you can learn from this set. Okay, so it begins like this. You produce 1 coin, like that, a second one from over there, and then a third one from over there, and then they all melt away. Like a memory, misty, like a dream. Alright, but that's all I have to say about Crazy Sam's coin. If you are a lover of coin magic and you love coins in general, and you don't mind having another set of this kind of coin gaffs, alright, you can have a look at Crazy Sam's coin, released by Sam Huang. I will leave the link in the description box down below. Alright, but for now I want to thank Hanson Chien for very kindly sending me this set for me to have a look at and chat about on this show. As always, guys, thanks for watching today's episode. I do hope you found it useful and you got something out of it as well. Till the next episode, do take care of yourselves, stay safe, have fun with your magic and your mentalism, and I will see you on the next one.